Pag-usapan po natin ngayon ang isang kwento mula sa Book of John, chapter 9, verses 1 hanggang 9, na kung saan pinagaling ni Jesus ang isang lalaki na mula sa pagkasilang ay hindi na nakakakita. And as the Bible declares that ever since the world began, no one has been able to open the eyes of someone born blind. But with God, nothing is impossible. He can do miracles. He is able. Pakibuksan po ang ating mga Biblia at samahan niyo akong basahin ito. John chapter 9 verses 1 hanggang 9. Verse 1, as Jesus was walking along, he saw a man who had been blind from birth. Nagkataon lang kaya na nakita ito ni Jesus? Sa palagay ko, hindi. It is God's appointed time sa buhay ng taong ito na maengkwentro niya si Jesus at magkaroon ng matinding pagbabago sa kanyang buhay. Walang aksidente sa Panginoon. Verse 2, Rabbi, his disciples asked him, why was this man born blind? Was it because of his own sins or his parents' sins? Verse 3, it was not because of his sins or his parents' sins. Jesus answered, this happened so the power of God could be seen in him. All things happens for a purpose. Nangyayari ang mga bagay-bagay sa buhay natin, hindi para pahirapan tayo, pagkus may plano ang Diyos. Our God is omniscient. He is all-knowing. Alam niya ang mga nangyayari sa atin, ang mga pinagdadaanan natin. And in His time, He will do something about it. That in our life, He will be glorified. God allowed this man to be born blind to demonstrate His miraculous power. The blindness was needed in order for the miracle to occur and the testimony that followed. And in Romans 8, verse 28, and we know that God causes everything to work together for the good of those who love God and are called according to His purpose for them. Sa lahat ng mga nangyayari sa atin, merong plano ang Panginoon. Verse 4, we must quickly carry out the task assigned us by the one who sent us. The night is coming and then no one can work. Nang makita ni Jesus ang taong ito na bulag, matagal nang nahihirapan, meron siyang ginawa. Tayo bilang mga lingkod ng Diyos, kapag nakakakita ba tayo ng mga tao na bulag, hindi nakakakita ng katotohanan, nahihirapan dahil sila ay nasa kadiliman, may ginagawa ba tayo? Every time na may opportunity tayo to do the task given to us, grab it. Dahil hindi natin alam kung ano ang pwedeng mangyari mamaya, bukas o sa mga susunod na araw. The night is coming and then no one work. Verse 5, but while I am here in the world, I am light of the world. Jesus is the light of the world. His word can bring light into our lives. And as His disciples, we are also the light of this world. Yung buhay natin na dating nasa kadiliman, idadala niya sa kaliwanagan. Then God will use us para ang mga taong bulag na namumuhay sa kadiliman ay makakakita at may dadala sa kaliwanagan katulad ng nangyari sa ating mga buhay. Verse 6, then He spit on the ground, made mud with the saliva, and spread the mud over the blind man's eyes. He told him, go, wash yourself in the pool of Siloam. So the man went and washed and came back seeing. God may ask you to do something pretty strange. Go with it. If we dismiss it because it sounds too stupid, unreasonable, unbelievable, we could miss out on the miracle. God is willing to help us, but we must be willing to act in response of obedience to His grace. The man born blind would still have been blind if he had not obeyed the instructions of Jesus. This man didn't receive the miracle until he obeyed the miracle worker. He wasn't able to see until he completed the process. Verse 8, his neighbors and others who knew him as blind beggar asked each other, isn't this the man who used to sit and beg? Verse 9, some said he was, and others said, no, he just looked like him. But the beggar kept saying, yes, I am the same one. We who were once blind, but now we see, need to tell others who will listen how it came about for Jesus to cure our blindness. Persecution may come, but we need to stand firm. Our life is in God's hands, and nothing will happen to us apart from Him letting it happen. The blind man just simply testified to what he did know. And what he did know, what he did have, was his testimony. Once blind, but now he can see. We have a testimony of change. We can testify to others what we were compared to what we are. We can tell them, I once was hopeless, now I am hopeful. I once was nothing, but now I am something. I once was depressed, now I am joyful. Jesus gave this blind man more than the gift of physical sight. He gave him the gift of spiritual sight. God is the source of miracle. He can heal us. He can heal and deliver you from a sin of or situation that you may be caught in right now. Sa kwentong ito, makikita natin, meron tatlong bagay na mahalaga na gusto kong maintindihan natin. Number one, God can perform miracle into our lives. He is unlimited God. Nagiging limited lang siya sa atin. We need to participate so we can experience miracles from Him. Number two, God allows things to happen in our lives because He has a plan, may purpose. One day, our testing become our testimony. And number three, let us stand firm to what we believe. Hindi natakot ang bulag na ito na ipaglaban ang kanyang pinaniniwalaan. Ang experience niya kay Jesus, kahit alam niya kung ano ang pwedeng mangyari sa kanya. Sa kwento, kung babasahin pa po natin ito, yung kanyang mga magulang natakot. But the blind man honored God while the parents honored themselves. The blind man feared God while the parents feared man. Kaya ang sabi sa Matthew 10:20, don't be afraid of those who want to kill your body. They cannot touch your soul. Fear only God who can destroy both soul and body in hell. At sa Proverbs 29:25, fearing people is a dangerous trap, but trusting the Lord means safety. Good evening and God bless us all.